Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a video on Terex, how to take him down, 5 great counters for him in Grandmaster's Gauntlet Ordeal. So the first counter is going to be a Wong for him. You will have to activate your pre-fight, that is going to be a green one at the start of the screen, absorption of Batum. So the way this pre-fight works, that if you take any kind of energy damage, you regenerate it back within 1 second, and also when you do any energy damage to the opponent, you regenerate 22% of that damage dealt on the opponent. So this fight becomes super easy. So start the fight with your green pre-fight, and all you need to do is to build up at least 2 of those. So right here, I'm just going to throw an SP2 and refresh those. I'm just waiting for him to throw a special attack. Here we go. I'm gonna go back in and look at that regeneration. Wong is just crazy for this fight. And then once you have two of those green pre-fights active, you can go ahead and change them and start with the blue ones. Once you have 2 of the blue ones, then you can start the yellow ones. Now because there is going to be this continuous energy damage from Terex, you're gonna keep getting your Eldritch energy. So you can use that energy to just charge a heavy attack and get up to 2 bars of power, and throw that out to refresh your pre-fights again. So just here, I'm gonna use a heavy attack, and just like that, I'm up to almost 2 bars of power. Now all of my spells are active at least twice, so now I can just throw that SP2 out. And I'm not going to lose any kind of health. I'm going to keep gaining it back, and Wong is going to be an amazing counter for this fight. And look at the damage he's doing with 1 SP2. So just like that, you again have 100 Eldritch energy. You can use a heavy attack here again, and that will help you get up to SP2 very quick, and then you can throw that out. It's going to be unblockable, so you are going to do quite a bit of damage to Terex, and you can take him out quite simply with Wong. If you have him a rank 2, a rank 3, all of them work really well. I have a rank 3 Wong. I did it for your Necropolis and also Alliance War Defense, but he's gonna work really well for me in this fight. So there you have it, Terex is down. Now the next amazing counter is going to be a Wiccan. Now Wiccan is amazing because of his SP1. Now whenever he will activate a special one, he will gain a regeneration buff that will recover 7% of missing health over 6 seconds. And the most important part, he also recovers 100% of the missing health caused by energy damage from burst and damaging debuffs. So if you notice here, Terex is all about energy damage with his rock shield. So all you need to do is to spam that SP1 over and over again, and you are going to do all of that damage. And if you use a medium light attack, you're going to apply that neutralize on Terex, and then you can just spam your SP1 with 4 hit combos like medium light, and then you can throw a SP1, and that will prolong the timing on the neutralize. And whenever Terex will try to get any kind of buffs, that will be neutralized, and he will gain incinerate damage onto him, and you can keep stacking those incinerates and you can watch Terex melt. Just make sure, like, don't wait too long to throw the SP1, otherwise you might die. But the SP1 will help you regen all of your health very quick, and you can occasionally throw in a heavy. You can use your other spells as well. The more spells, the more better. But yeah, keep throwing those SP1s, and before you know it, you will be able to take down Terex quite easily. Just be careful that if he does not have his rock shield active, let him throw a special attack before you start going into him, because you might by mistake push him to an SP3 and he can kill you with 1 special only. But once you have it down, look at that regen from the SP1. It's so cool, it's so chill, and Wiccan just simply destroys Terex quite easily. Now the next option is probably my favorite option. Now mine is a rank 2 Luke Cage, and he's not even duped. If you have a dupe one, that would be more fun, because even if you miss a hit, your invulnerability will be there to save the day, and you can go back and attack Terex again. Now in the beginning of this fight is going to be a little difficult because you have to get to SP2 and with 5 exhaustions throw that SP2 so you can apply a concussion. Now once you have 1 concussion up, the life becomes easier because for every exhaustion buff consumed, you give 15% ability accuracy reduction. So 1 concussion gives 75% ability accuracy reduction, so the damage from the rock shield does not apply to you. You have to be careful though. If you have like less than 2, then it might be sometimes you will take damage, so you have to go back and forth. But once you have 2 of them out, it's such an easy sailing with this fight. Luke Cage is just amazing with all of those exhaustions and all of those incinerates and debilitates, so many debuffs. He just does amazing. Here we are in the SP2. I am not taking any damage. You notice in the beginning I went down to 20% health, but now I'm slowly getting my regen again from willpower because of those armor break debuffs. So Luke Cage is so much fun, and Luke Cage is also able to help you take a lot of fights in other fights in the ordeal as well. You notice Terex did not have his rock shield active, so I had to dance around a little bit for him to throw a special attack. Once that is done, I'm back into business, and all I need to do is to keep putting those concussions up. You just use my light attack ending combo, so medium, light, so I can apply most of those exhaustions, because for every concussion I'm going to apply, it's going to consume 5 of those exhaustions, so I will need as much as possible. And yeah, just boom, 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 and every now and then you can throw a heavy attack as well for the debilitate, for the concussion and any debuff to stay longer, and that's how you're going to bring Terex down. Nice and easy. Luke Cage is such a beast for this fight. Next up is going to be a Kushala. Now, she is also amazing for this fight because she can apply that soul barb that can literally like destroy Terrax very quick, and also she can apply all of those nullify and change them to incinerates. So she is amazing for this fight. The only thing you need to do is to make sure that your blue blessing him up, that you get by using parry. So what I like to do, parry and heavy the fights until I get to 1 SP3. That will help me keep my debuffs longer on Terex. After 1 SP3, I just go between 1 SP2 and 1 SP1. I just keep rotating between them, and that they are enough to bring down Terex. She is just amazing. Look at that, 5000 damage per tick. And as long as you have your blue blessing up, every time you're going to parry, you are going to regenerate back up. So that is going to be helpful. So just make sure that you parry enough and you have enough of those these blessings on you, so you keep regening back up. And just you can even do like a parry and heavy only, and then SP2s and then SP1s, alternate them after you've done the first SP3, and this fight should help you get through quite easily. And especially with those blue blessings up, you just regen everything within the 1 second damage you've taken your block. So she does an amazing job here. I am just going to throw another SP1 here, and look at that, 5 incinerates again. So the more incinerates you stack, the more faster the fight will be. Sometimes you will take a lot of damage, so I would say instead of using 5 hit combos, a parry and heavy technique is better, because you just regain all the health back that you lose on your parry or the rock field damage within that. Just be careful not to push Terex to an SP3 when his rock field is not active. And apart from that, Kushala is also a great counter for Terex. Pretty simple. These are all first attempt tries because they are kind of made for Terex, and for this fight they destroy him real quick. And next up is going to be Account Nefaria. He is just amazing for this fight. It's a simple rotation of SP1 and SP2. SP1 gives him iconic overcharge that gives him all of that extra charges on him, and once you have enough, you can go and trigger your SP2 for all of those furies and do quite a bit of damage. Now, my champion took quite a bit of time because my Count Nefaria is unduped and is also only rank 1. If you have a dupe rank 2 or even a rank 3 version, he will destroy this fight like anything. So, don't just look at this fight and say like he's very slow, but he's very sustainable as well. Just keep throwing your special ones and you can keep gaining that health back and also getting the charges up. And with the SP2, once you have those 15 furies, you do quite a bit of damage, and the criticals can go up as 35 or 40,000 as well. It's going to be a slower fight with my rank 1 Count Nefaria, but he is going to be amazing. He can also take some more fights for you in the ordeal, so he is a really good option to bring along. He just destroys a lot of the fights, especially anywhere where there is power gain. He just mitigates that like anything. So Dragon Man should be a breeze with him as well. So quite a few mystic options that are there in the ordeal that you have to deal with. Count Nefaria can run through them all quite easily. You will notice that I do lose a lot of health in between all of this fight, but I keep regaining it back with the SP1. So SP1 is the way to go, and then a big SP2 can be there to deal quite a bit of damage with 15 furies. So yeah, just a quick rotation between SP1 and SP2 and you are good. So yeah, that's about it guys. Those are all the 5 counters from my side for Terex in ordeal. So make sure you check them out, and I hope they help you plan your team and get through the ordeal and get those juicy rewards. If it does help you guys, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and also let me know what other videos you want to see. I am hoping to do a Korg video as well with 4 to 5 counters. So I'll see you on that one. Bye.